Today I'm out here at my RV and I am checking out this 30 amp to 15 amp 110 adapter. Now I was sent this at no cost so I can do this review, but I want to go ahead, take this out of the packaging, see what it looks like, about its quality, and check this thing out. So this is it out of the package. It has a 30 amp male plug on one end that's covered up with this little plastic protector, and that's what the 30 amp plug looks like. It's 30 amp, 110, 120, and this is basically what they would consider 15 amp or even 20 amp technically, because it's got a vertical blade and then it's got either a vertical blade or a horizontal blade here, so that could be a 15 amp or a 20 amp, and then it's got the ground plug here. So this just gives you the capability of running 15 amp plugs or 20 amp plugs off of a 30 amp outlet. So here's a good example. If you have a 30 amp cord like this one here, it's got this 30 amp female connector on it. You could plug this 30 amp male connector. Of course, as you can see, it's going to go right into that plug, and now I'll be able to run 15 or 20 amp plugs off of that. And this is your standard household plug in the US. Most of those are going to be 15 amp plugs. I don't see 20 amp plugs too much unless you explicitly put that in, but it will do either one. And this is very helpful for at the campground. So if we have just a 30 amp plug on the pedestal for our RV, well, I can just plug this into it and now I have a set of outlets. Very useful adapter and tool to have with your RV, especially when you're traveling at places like RV parks. This also works really well if you have a generator that only has a 30 amp plug. So you can put this 30 amp plug into it, and now you have these other plugs here. This for us is useful. So when the pedestal has a 30 amp plug, we plug this in, we can run our grill. We have an electric little like George Foreman type grill that we make things on. Well, I mean, we can just plug this right into here instead of trying to find a plug on our RV to figure out, how we're going to get that plugged in. So very useful adapter to have. I definitely recommend having this in your set of adapters for your RV. I hope this information was helpful. Thank you very much for watching. Y'all take care.